Alright, and welcome back to the Ceannairc Table live stream of Pathfinder 2 Darkness Rising Adventure Path. One of our own creations. Last time we had this group around, they had fought off an undead incursion into the town of Holden and picked up a little bit of loot, as well as a trio of well-earned days off. And I just realized I don't have my mic on. There we go.
Let's start that again.
Nope, because that one picks me up when this one doesn't. Alright, so you guys have been put up at the, I believe it's called the White Rose Inn. Let me double check. Wrong encyclopedia. My son playing his music.
Thank God it's all public domain, or YouTube would be pissed.
Twitch, actually.
There you go.
Where'd my OneNote go?
You know, we're in a carnival setting, you know. It would fit perfect.
There we go. Alright, so you guys have been put up at the Tranquil Rose Inn, not White Rose, the Tranquil Rose. And you guys have some downtime. How do you guys want to spend it?
She really didn't make enough to go shopping.
If there's anything you want to shop for just in this town, sounds like it's pretty hard to get out of town.
This is true.
That's a good gross.
I would say cruise around
relax for a
town. Let's
couple
get to know
days.
some of the people here.
Alright, so going to pick some people to try and make friends with?
Sure.
Alright, so that is a diplomacy check using the... Oh, I forgot to get out the action sheets.
This sounds a
So
bonus.
it's around if you'd like.
Skill bonus of 6.
We'll send you off, my friends.
You can come down.
Alright.
Okay.
So that is the make an impression action. And go ahead and make your diplomacy check.
So, yeah, plus 6 for diplomacy.
What about the rest of you?
Well, I guess seeing as I'm part of the town watch, I'd want to go to the, to my commander and see if there's anything I need to be doing for him. Miss Mary.
He does want you to do some patrolling.
Okay. Yeah, let him, I guess, know as well about the other party members and the things they did to help fight the zombies.
Okay.
I could probably offer to help heal anybody that's injured. I can do that a little bit.
I can
I'm
open it up.
hated in this town.
What'd you
I
roll?
rolled a 1.
Oh.
What's your total?
7.
7? Yeah, you're
I quit.
not well liked by who were you trying to make an impression on?
I don't know.
That would be
Bartender to begin with. They're great. We're in the place where I'm willing to stay. I guess I'm out in the stable.
Yeah, she's not too happy with you, but she doesn't take your room away because it's paid for by the town. Dean, if you're going to be healing people, you can go ahead and make a medicine
the
check.
flirtatious remark was not well received.
Must be an elf thing.
How about a 21?
21.
I hate you.
So, over the trio of days that you have healing people, you managed to pick up an extra 2 silver.
Whee.
What about our 2 half-orcs?
I saw you had a new treasure sheet out there, by the way.
A new what?
New treasure sheet. I put the 10 gold and the 5 minor healing potions on it.
Awesome.
I'm gonna help treat people as well.
Okay.
Through elixirs of life and anti-plague.
That would be. You don't have medicine, do you?
I actually do have medicine.
You can make a medicine roll. Save yourself some elixirs.
16.
Well, that's enough to net you a grand total of 2 silver.
Well, what with Arcana, Diplomacy, Intimidation, Nature, Occultism,
What about,
telling?
Gomak.
I will go to the blacksmith and see if there's anything I can do to help around there.
Ah. He is more than happy to allow you to help him. You can make a craft roll.
Okay.
Seems like everybody's trying to earn a little income.
Yep.
Well, let's see if I don't wreck the place. Well, I wrecked it.
What's your
Well,
total?
you saved his wife's life, so presumably
Yeah.
he'll be more forgiving than the average.
Yes. My crafting is 4, so yeah. 6.
Well, you didn't miss it by 10.
Okay.
So you're not much help, but you didn't wreck the place.
Thank God. Bad die. Bad die.
Yeah, I guess I will stop by, I guess, at some point. I guess he'd offered to make us equipment if we needed it.
At a 20% discount from the core rulebook.
Okay. Let's see, where is the CRB?
Sorcerer, I'm not sure what I would need.
We got CRV handy.
So I don't have a hard copy.
Oh,
I have one right here.
Chris does.
Okay,
There's
what's
one
the
there
cost of a short sword?
I would say we could borrow Dustin's, but I'm not sure I want to borrow Dustin's.
There we go, sir.
One of our other players got his CRV from Amazon,
Okay.
and it was bound. The cover is one way, and the interior is bound upside down.
Really?
Sweet.
Well, at least mine from Amazon was right, so.
Yeah, I got
You
rid
need
of
one,
it.
I've got mine
They were
over
having
here
a lot of
too.
problems with that with the playtest version too.
Yeah. Well, I've got mine.
Some of the
over here
playtest
as
ones, you
well.
like open it up and the entire inside just juts out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like the inner binding of the book fell out.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Lord.
No, but I've got mine here if anybody needs it.
Okay. Yeah, if I take one of the, mind if I take one of the gold pieces from our pot?
No, go for it.
Yeah, okay. So I'll use that, I guess, to get a short sword, which is 9 silver ordinarily, I guess, whatever a 20% discount on that is.
Sorry, how much is short sword?
9 silver pieces?
You want the whole gold piece or you want some fraction of Justine?
Yeah, I'll take some fraction of.
Okay.
Well, see, I can't see occultism and fortune telling being very useful in making money.
Fortune telling.
Fortune telling?
Yeah.
They want you to be right. Really? So what would you do with fortune telling?
That would be. What does that fall under? Is that a lore?
Would be 72
Lord.
copper dean.
Lore? That would be
20%
a
discount.
fortune telling lore.
You said you
roll.
wanted a whole gold.
Okay.
So,
Well, give it a shot.
Get rid of that?
I can only screw that up too.
It would be 72 copper after the discount.
72 copper.
I keep going.
Okay, nice. Thanks.
Well, not as bad as a 9. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Nah.
You still managed to make 2 copper off of it.
What about occultism? You know what? I'm going to do some manual labor. I'll help them get rid of all the bodies and burn them. I can do that. Will produce flame. Well, hell with that burning. We're going to be resting. I can burning hands it and light it up. It's fire. I love fire.
Okay. All right.
There is money.
Anybody else going to buy anything or try other ways to make money? And remember, the 10 gold goes a long way nowadays with the way they change the prices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, D.
Oh shit.
Okay, 7
Any
silver.
repairs in the town?
Well, that's one
Yes.
point. What's the rest of my money?
The blacksmith.
That doesn't sound.
What are you wanting repaired?
Oh, you're saying what?
Oh,
it
not
would have
for
been
me. I
also,
thought maybe,
Oh.
you know.
Then it would have been.
I was thinking
20 that I have
athletics.
at the end.
I thought
Okay.
maybe somebody needed some repairs there.
Okay,
Repairs would
that's-
fall under craft.
That
Oh,
sounds
that's
more
more
reasonable.
Athletics is things like busting open doors, shoving, grabbing, things like that.
Okay.
Okay, so if you were a stevedore, you could use athletics, I suppose.
I mean, all I have to do is just help the blacksmith, I guess.
How much starting money did we get?
15 gold.
Sorry, could I borrow the book again?
Sure.
Thank you. Take a look at the weapon properties.
Your local town alchemist.
Yes, actually. That would be,
Spells.
because I don't have this memorized yet. Oh, there is not a town alchemist.
You the man.
I thought there was.
Borrow CRB real quick then.
No, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the player's guide because I may not have updated it in.
Is there any kind of occult or arcana or magic store around here?
Let's see. You've got the Church of the Light, which they can sell healing potions. The Smithy, the Clockworks, which they make clockwork toys. Woodworks, house, schoolhouse, trading post. No true magic source.
All right, nobody I can buddy up to, so.
It is a fairly small town.
Yeah. I will stop and check on the Smith and his wife.
They are actually doing good, and you see Golmok doing his best to stumble around the smithy.
He's doing as well as I did at the end. Maybe better.
Demetrius, hey, you want your water?
I'll stop and talk to the priest of the lights. Let's see if he has any ideas who this Mr. Purple Glow is. Other than obviously very powerful.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Stop and talk to the priest of the light and see if he has any ideas who the Mr. Purple Glow was. Other than obviously very powerful.
Yeah, you have a bathrobe wearing kook.
A powerful battle.
Oh, she's on her way.
Important, significant, small but significant.
Mommy's coming. So you go see Father Cooper,
Sure.
and he's happy to see you. He's like, welcome, lad. Welcome back. Good to see that you're in hale and hearty. What can I help you with?
So, what can you tell us or guess about this glowing purple gentleman who brought this upon you?
My best guess would be
How,
that
why?
he is a fairly powerful priest of the shadow. How he did it, I do not know.
Any idea why?
Those who follow the shadow are a study in contrasts. They want to destroy everything, including themselves. My guess is that something got him riled up and we just happened to be in his way.
So very capricious. Well, unless there's anything I can do to help, then have a good day.
Yeah. Alright, any other items you guys want to take care of? Oh, sorry, Steve.
Well, I guess as I'm doing my patrolling, I'll, I guess, search for rumors, I guess, see if there's any surviving undead around.
Okay. That would be a diplomacy gather information check.
Okay. Let's see here. My diplomacy, okay. Plus 5, 16 total.
16. does not seem to be any rumors or anything that there are any left. Though a few people have said that they did see some running from town after the battle was over. So they're probably out in the wilderness.
Okay. That's not good. Probably ought to let your orc brethren know about that.
All right. Yeah, I know, Dee. So after a couple of days, you guys going about town, doing your own thing, trying to gather more information or earn some extra money. Just after dinner of the second day, a page for the council comes to find you guys. And he's like, sirs, the town council, they need to speak with you. It's an emergency. Demetrius, hey, that's enough.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask the innkeeper. Mind if I take the biscuit with me?
Go ahead.
Alright, I got a bowl of soup under one arm.
Take the cloak on, head over there.
Everybody going?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so after you arrive at the town hall, one of the guards leads you to the private meeting room of the council. This chamber holds a large table around which are seated 8 people. You recognize Mayor Tennant immediately, and 6 of the others seem very familiar, like you've seen them around town. The 8th, though, stands out. He is a full-blooded orc. The orc wears a battered breastplate, crumpled in some places, torn in others. His head is shaven except for a long, braided top knot that has feather and bone fetishes worked into its coal black length. A fresh scar runs from just below his left ear to the corner of his mouth, and he looks very weary, but pride shines brightly in his eyes. Mayor Tennant stands to greet you and says, friends, we're sorry to bother your rest, but something new has come up. The council and I thought this may be something you could help us with. This, and he motions to the orc, is Ceannairc Boartusk, son of Olmug Boartusk, son of Borgak Boartusk. I am not sure if you are aware, but Borgak is the chieftain of the Broken Blade tribe. He comes to us asking for aid. Stop. If you know anything of orcs, then you know what this means. Does anybody have Holden, Hillstone Valley, or orc lore?
Holden Valley lore.
Go ahead and make a check.
Let's see here. Lore +6, so 17.
I'm looking blankly, looking at him and the half-orcs. Impersonation.
He is the orc who's here is the grandson of the same orc that became chief at the end of the war, or at the end of the big scuffle between Holden and the orc tribe.
Okay, I guess of the 2 orcs you were talking about in the Gazetteer, is this the one we're talking to? I guess is he the father who's more, I guess...
He's the grandson of the chief.
Okay, so the grandson who would really like to get the war going again?
No. The son is the one who wouldn't mind the war going again.
Okay, so the grandson, his son who we've got...
Yeah, you don't know much about him other than...
So we don't know which way this guy goes. Mm-hmm. Grandpa's against the war. Daddy's for the war. You could be anything.
Mayor Tennant continues. Garrick has come asking for aid. Stop. 2 days ago, their tribal village came under attack. I will let Garrick tell you. Why are you being this way? Mayor Tennant nods to the orc, who then stands. As he begins to speak, his voice is strong, yet there is a quaver to it. It is clear that this young orc is barely holding on to his dignity. As you watch closely, there is something in his eyes that you would not expect to see in an orc warrior's eyes. A touch of fear. Ceannairc, as Chief Tennant stated, I am Ceannairc Boartusk, son of Olmug, son of Borgak. I come at the behest of my chieftain, Borgak Boartusk of the Broken Blade tribe. 2 nights past, our village was beset by the forces of death. Many skeletal adversaries assaulted our walls, eventually grinding them to rubble. They killed heedlessly, whether they were attacking warrior, woman, or pup. Some of our tribe was able to escape, but I was part of the rear guard, along with my father and my father's father. When it seemed things were lost, Vorgok bade me on oath of blood to come here and treat with you. He told me to ask for aid. He bade me to do what is necessary to bring the aid of the mighty Ijale. The journey was barely safer than the village, as I was hounded by a headless orc on a cold, dire wolf with fiery eyes. I tried to take my head and nearly succeeded. I was able to shake it after many long hours of hard riding. And as he's mentioning that last part, he points to the fresh scar. Now I stand before you, not knowing the fate of my fellow orc. Do you hold the honor that Vorgok believes you do, Ceannairc? Will you stand with the broken blades?
Hell yeah.
Mayor Tenon begins to speak again. Heroes, I know you've already done much for Holden and her
I
people,
say, I don't know. It depends on how it fits.
but I'm afraid I must ask more of you. You see, our town guard was pretty much gutted by the undead on the night of the incident. We now barely have half of what we did, and we cannot spare a single one of them for this. However, it is also vitally important that we foster goodwill with the orcs of the Broken Blade. Who knows, we may someday need their aid, and if they've managed to survive. We'll offer you 30 gold each, and we'll grant you deeds to houses for yourselves to call home. Further, any treasure you may find that is not owned by the Broken Blades is yours, and will not be taxed, as is our typical custom. These are desperate dark times, friends. Will you answer the call?
Gargar's just gonna stand up and
I'm gonna step forward, extend my arm. Well met.
He clasps you near the elbow.
Said, we will avenge.
Tenon.
Maybe a zug in there or something, you know.
No, there's no zug in these orcs. Tenon then says, excellent, my friends. We'll round up some mounts for you and you can leave on the morrow.
Upside down, baby.
He's happy playing with his Uncle Nick.
meow.
Alright, are you guys going to try and pick up anything else before you leave tomorrow?
We need food.
Let's see, I guess, is anyone good at surviving out of town?
Survive
A little
what?
bit.
I have 3 in survival.
I got nature, that's about it. So no.
Survival, what's that?
Hold on, I thought I put a point into that, but let me look.
Okay. Nature and survival.
Bird.
For those of you who are experienced at traveling in the world,
Experience.
what do
Right,
you think we need to, should we get to take? Besides food.
Huh. Yeah, I distinctly might remember putting a point into that, but it's not written on the sheet. Oh yeah, I do have this experience tracker on account of background. Okay. Yeah, I think this was supposed to be in here, but it was just left off. Yeah, so I have a little bit of skill in survival.
You should always have your whatever ability modifier is.
Hey, James,
Yeah, you always have your attribute modifier. Yeah.
before we leave, some works and those don't normally get along the road, so Buck shake his hand and say the light must stand against the shadow.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I guess for 21 in survival, I guess, what sorts of things are we likely to run into on the road?
There's always the chance of bandits. And let me bring up the map for you. For the most part, between you guys and Kigmerd, right up here, it's pretty much plains the entire way out. Bandits would be the biggest thing you'd face, maybe wild animals on occasion, but there's not many because most of this is farmland.
Well, we know undead are an
Sorry.
issue. Would holy water or anything of the like be handy?
Could.
Let's see here. Let's see, which one of you guys is the cleric? Okay, so we do have positive energy. Which is very good.
Um,
Well,
And you can get holy water for 3 gold a vial.
I take it he's too low level to make it.
That
believe
is
so.
a magic item, so you would have to create
Oh,
it.
never mind.
Alchemist can't make it.
I'll try stocking up on crossbow bolts at a minimum. Could I see the player's guide, please?
Yeah, that's right. So I don't have range. I almost hesitate to ask, but how much would a masterwork staff be?
No masterwork items anymore.
Oh, okay. So staff is a staff is a staff.
Staff is a staff is a staff.
Do you find
Now, if you want to get a potency rune on it,
a what?
a potency rune, making it a magical staff,
Uh-huh.
that would be 65 gold.
Ah, yes.
Which you guys don't have yet.
Right.
No. And my staff would be far down the priority list.
No, they did away with a lot of the extraneous stuff.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure what can I do to improve either the character or...
Now remember, if you use a staff two-handed,
Yeah.
it doesn't give you any extra to hit, but it raises the damage from D4 to D8.
Oh, I noticed that last week, last session. Oh, yes.
Okay, watch out, Dean. Almost by the door.
He's okay where he's at. He is happy with the fire trip, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Cheryl.
No, I don't think so.
All right. You guys gonna pick anything else up
Really?
before you go?
I'm trying to determine if I need more slings. I'm trying to figure what my stones are.
I guess we can pick the orc's brain and see, I guess, what he would recommend bringing along.
Food,
No.
Food? Lots of-
water.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe
No,
like a
no,
week's
no, no.
worth of food?
Weapons.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll get a date nailed down.
Okay, let me see here.
Oh, that's because you put it in the
do we
night
have
drawer.
any equipment under food?
No, I know.
Rations is what it would be.
Okay.
And they come in weeks at a time.
Okay.
On your drive phone.
Once are they a week?
It's like 2 silver for a week or something like that, if I remember right.
2 gold for a week.
Rations, 1
It's-
week, 4 silver.
4 silver
Yeah,
for a
4
week.
silver for a week.
Okay, so I guess out of the party funds, do you want to get a week's worth of rations for everybody?
I mean, I got 2 weeks already.
So do I.
Ah, okay. Okay, mind if I get 4 more silver out of our account then?
You're very expensive, whatever that you are. Let's see.
Christmas gift.
Is it 4 silver?
Yep.
Especially when I got home. All these guys are talking about gold.
Yep.
So you did it. Oh, that's right. It came with the kit. Came with 2 weeks rations, didn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. You got the basic kit, didn't
Those,
you?
I spent $10 on the floor.
Right. Didn't realize there was
You
such a thing.
customized.
Then I spent
Yeah, it's not like a climbing kit or a disguise kit.
Yeah, the class kits all come with 2 weeks of food.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
got
I guess I was figuring we would be in town, so I didn't bother with trail rations. But
what you're holding there. There's 1 9
Mm-hmm.
and or 2 9 and 2 12s.
I think by slings, I just walk around town and just pick up slings.
This is a 4 set. Just one.
Sling bullets are super cheap. There's plenty of them for a copper.
Yeah, the problem is I've already got 40, so I really don't need them.
Zip up.
yeah, and there's a river along our way, so we could just stop at the riverbed and get some
Yeah, that's
appropriately
something I
weathered
can't think
stones.
of. I just have this horrible nagging feeling I'm forgetting something. kill her. Catch her.
Okay.
How awfully big it is.
And you're what again,
Hi,
Steve?
baby.
Sorcerer. You have telekinetic projectile.
Go get Mama.
Great spell.
I'm fine. No, can't.
It's a great cantrip.
She went to that.
So I don't think it's on the blind list.
Oh,
Her
So
grandmother.
I forgot about that.
you can take an unattended object and turn it into a projectile, and then deal bludgeoning or piercing damage depending on what it is.
Hey, you want this?
So my other Saturday Night character has just a big giant sack of sling bullets
Nope.
that he's
It's not a primal, so I can't. So. See,
You're fine. I just needed to get back to the chair.
I have some interesting ones, but it looks like arcane really is. Catch me out. That's okay. I have plenty of fun to play.
Does it have to be a projectile you're holding? Like,
no, I can pick him off the ground and
okay, so like if the bad guy says, "Here, behold, the mighty orb of phantasmagoria." Whoosh.
No. Because it's not unattended.
yep, it's gotta
Okay.
be unattended and
Not magical, I believe.
it has to be bulk light to start off with. So all I'm
You just,
doing is
you just need to grab it before he does.
yeah, all I'm doing is just taking my sling bullets, tossing them in the air, and then boop.
Okay.
You're doing considerably more damage than what a sling bullet does.
Yeah, because it's like 2d6 or something like that.
Wow.
All right.
Grab the grand, but nope, can't do it.
Got all of your extras bought that you guys are going to take?
Yep,
And
I am.
did you guys get a pot and stuff in your kit?
We probably could use a party cookware kit.
Wouldn't hurt.
I mean, I'm fine with
Like
jerky.
for boiling water and stuff.
Was there a cookware kit?
There might be.
Look under equipment here.
Be under adventuring gear. Cookware, 1 gold.
Okay.
I would suggest we buy one for the party. Would be
Not a bad idea.
that was your suggestion. I would expect you to. Agreed.
There you are. Hi, Mom.
Well,
Like one yes, one nod, and two in their phones.
Sure.
Okay.
You say out of party pash? And
Yeah.
who's carrying the thing?
Huh?
And who's carrying it?
I mean, you got a really strong half one.
Yeah, I more than one.
I mean, you got 2 decently strong half orcs.
That's fine. You don't have a strong halfling, so that's why he's preoccupied with that kind of stuff.
The elves a little over average.
How much was it? I didn't hear.
1 gold
One
for a full
gold.
cookware set, yeah.
Holy crap.
Well crafted.
Evidently.
It has a bulk of 2.
Should be.
Did you hear me? It has a bulk of 2.
A bulk of 2. Wow.
Oh,
Heavy
see,
pots and pans.
now suddenly people care.
I mean, I can carry it and still be fine.
Is it like a stove and everything? You know, wood
No,
stove?
just the pots and pans and accoutrements. All right, so
You know, cutting board and the like.
anything else that you guys are going to get?
So am I adding that? Am I carrying it?
Without mounts, we're kind of limited, so or cards, so no.
You said it's 2 bulk?
2 bulk.
And it's cooking kit?
Yep.
Okay.
And I think you can hold up to 9 bulk before you become encumbered. Oh,
Yeah, this only put me down. I still am allowed to carry 5 bulk, 5 light.
so when you guys need it, I'll alphabetize.
Ah.
Because you guys will probably need it today.
Well, here, we'll put it on this side of the table because they're going to need it the most.
Thanks, so.
What is it?
The
The
condition
condition
cards.
cards. I've got them in sleeves,
Thanks, so.
so that way it's easier to
Yeah.
find them, and they're alphabetized.
Streamlines things.
Indeed. And I may eventually pick up a second deck just to double up on all the cards.
Those large parties and all.
Yep. We do tend to run with large parties in this
group.
It's nice having other people that you can have the monsters attack.
Yeah, but unlike the other versions of both Pathfinder and D&D, Pathfinder 2e makes it incredibly easy for me to modify the encounters.
What you were saying last session.
Alright. Well, if there's nothing else, the next morning you guys head over to the stables, and Garrick is already waiting for you. And he is riding a dire wolf.
Nice. Is that going to scare the horses?
The horses are not real happy with it.
We have horses?
Yes,
Oh, I didn't know.
they were giving you horses.
Oh, that's good to know.
One of the last things that Mayor Tennant said to you. I'm certain it was hard to hear me because of D being D.
No, that's good, 'cause I mean, we can leave the cook horse just strapped on the horse side of the time. It's not such an issue.
And then you guys head out. So, let me bring back up my notes. It's going to take you 2 full days of riding to reach Kigmerd. On the first day, let's go ahead and roll and see if anything fun happens.
On the first day.
There it is. Nothing on the first day. On the second day,
Demetrius.
nothing on the second day. And as you guys are traveling on the second day, midway through the morning, everybody needs to make a perception check.
That's not a good roll. It's an 11.
15.
Demetrius.
8.
11, 15, 8,
19.
19.
We don't have a 1 for
Well-
some sort of fail in skills, right?
12.
It lowers, if you roll a 1 or a 20, it either lowers or raises the success level by 1. So
Okay.
you don't notice it at all.
So you can still beat the DC of something,
Yes.
and you roll 1 and still fail.
That goes
Well-
with attack rolls as well. 12? Alright, so everybody but... What did you have again, Ben? 11? Okay. Everybody but Douglas notices off to the northeast there is a column of smoke rising in the distance. Let's see if Garrick notices it.
About where the village is.
I was going to say nudge him and say, what's over there?
What did you say, Steve? I'm sorry.
Steve's gonna nudge it and point it out to him.
What would be over there?
With the bonus you just gave him, he passes. And you guys all notice that his face immediately falls, and he says, Kigmerd. Kigmerd.
That was the village.
He starts to spur his mount.
Speed up and
I
fly
imagine we'd
behind
all
him.
sort of kick it down a notch.
All right. Everybody kicks the ride up a notch, and just before the sun sets, no, no. Just before the sun sets, Kigmerd comes into view. Nestled in the foothills of the Moaning Mountains, the smoke you saw this morning pours from the wreckage of this once proud village. The ore cuts are smoldering, smoke still lazily drifting into the sky. Even from here, you can see that Holden was lucky and got off light. This is nothing short of genocide. Whoever was behind this attack wanted to make sure that the orcs could not fight in the near future.
Now, would have been the same thing holding if we hadn't been there.
Everybody make a will save.
Alright. Ooh, 24.
14.
Okay, just wait a minute.
Ooh,
Makes it.
14.
Is there a bonus on
I want to guess
that?
I critically failed.
There you go.
Because I
6.
don't think a 4 is going to make it.
4 is not going to make it.
What do we? Is there a bonus on
Did you
will?
roll a 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you did critically.
Like I said, I'm going to assume
Is
I
there a
critically
bonus on
failed.
one? On will?
Wisdom.
Your
plus proficiency.
Should be.
Yeah,
Should have
wisdom.
everything totaled out.
It's on the third page. I finally
Plus
found it.
level.
But I do have
Oh, okay.
Nerves of Steel and Grit, so that just pulls it up to a regular fail.
Yep.
13.
13,
Oh.
6,
Oh, so it'd be
Yeah,
19.
24,
sorry,
not
24.
6.
19.
19. What did Gomak have?
No, you guys stay in there.
14.
14. So, Garrigar is just sitting there in stunned disbelief
Yep. Because I am actually
You
more
don't have to
worth
roll
it.
yet.
Demetrius.
because there's no combat going on. That's the only time it's really important. As the rest of you are looking down,
No, feel free to keep them all.
it just shakes you to your core that something could create such utter devastation. And now you guys are going to have a difficult decision to make. The sun is setting. You can see figures moving around that, by the shuffling, you're pretty certain are at least zombies, including some rather large ones. At least a couple of large ones down there that you can make out with the setting sun and everything. So, do you want to back off a bit and camp for the night, or do you want to risk it and head on in?
What's his name? They're working in.
Garrick is looking at you guys.
Garrick, is that his name?
Yes, Garrick.
Okay, I'm trying. I started keeping
Impatiently.
Yeah. Well, because there's 3G
Is there a
orcs.
chance of a survivor? Are there any?
Much better
is there any
chance
chance of
now than
survivors?
tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Yeah. Afraid I'm gonna have to.
All right.
Want to go in?
What are we going for? The largest targets? We know those are a challenge, or the biggest group?
If there are any survivors, they'll be at the Chieftain's Lodge,
What part of town is that in?
dead middle.
Of course, that's where the biggest ones are. I imagine, just like when
They're kind of wandering around. There's no real concentration. Like, there's small groups, but there's no real concentration.
See, here's the thing: do we charge in there and pull everything in behind us and get overwhelmed, or we try and snipe some of the big ones out of the way and work in? But then time's against us. So
What if
what are we
we
gonna call it?
what if we created a distraction, like a few people shoot at them and run? I guess hopefully
They're
drag them.
zombies. What's going to attract their attention best?
Brains.
Go on, movie. Living people.
Um,
Who's our fastest people here? I wish I had said that.
The people on horseback.
Mm-hmm.
And do you want to take your horses in?
I would say hell no. Not unless we're wanting horse tartar for them.
well, I'd rather meet my horse than me. Let's just go there first.
How do you do fighting from horseback? Practice much?
Huh.
Point made.
I didn't say fight on horseback. Just take the horses in with us. You want to leave the horses here?
I would hide them back in the woods. Opinions?
I'd say ride in.
Is there anything in the vicinity of where we're standing right this moment that we can tie the horses off to?
Some smaller trees.
I say we tie the horses off here, go in, start on the edge and work our way to the center. I wouldn't, make a beeline for the center, but of course if you gather a whole bunch up, I can heal them for you.
And we got a piece of note paper.
Oh, I do have note paper. Yes.
I think I'm reminding my wife.
I say we tie up the horses and go in. Opinions?
It's a good idea.
Didn't say it was my idea.
All right. piece of paper.
Gergard's mulling an idea over in his head.
What you thinking?
If there are survivors, they won't make it through the night.
No,
Yeah.
we have to go tonight. There's just no chance. There's no doubt about that. Everybody just write down their character name and class and everything. So that because I'm having a horrible time trying to remember character names.
He's like, I could create a distraction and try to lure them away while you guys go in under the cover of darkness and try to get the survivors out.
I could throw a light spell over there. That'd get their attention.
Those of you who have religion can make religion checks.
Religion what?
Yeah, that's only a 7.
Religion?
22.
13. Couple more rolls though. I'm gonna get to double digits for my die rolls though.
Are you able to roll if you just don't have any proficiency in it?
Yep, you just add your
Yeah, I
intelligence
have no
modifier.
modifier, so. Yeah, 10.
Alright, who had the 14s and above? So you would know that that all of the undead have kind of an imprecise sense about the living. Like they can know when there's living around. But most of the time, things like your shambling zombies are not going to follow you very far before they fall behind too far. And looking down in, you're guessing there's more than a score of these creatures. Possibly as much as 2 score.
Get them line up nice. Kill them one at a time. Be great.
What are our chances of sneaking up to this central part of town and
You can give it a go.
standing off from? I'm not your stealthy kind of guy, though. So.
Well, I can sneak a bit. I guess. Is there any place around town, like a big tree or outcrop where we could stand on and shoot at
Put you
them?
in prison, huh?
Not really. Yeah, he ate.
Alright, well, I guess sneaking sounds like the best plan then.
I don't know, the big
I don't
old half
think
orc's
you're
gonna
probably
be
the only one of us
too
that can
sneaky.
do that, though.
I mean, everybody can sneak. Just depends on how good of a roll you get and what your dex is.
You've got the nerve to say that, Chris, and I said,
I'm
really?
Just saying.
Uh-huh.
Somebody here has the dex modifier of 0.
I'm not the only one.
Mine's positive, but it's not super great.
Well, what's Garth doing? He's probably when he charges.
He's looking at you guys very impatiently. You notice he's slowly
charge
edging.
in and take them all on.
Okay,
or-
what is, we ask, I'll ask him his, how he wants to go about this.
knowing the layout.
Knowing
of
the
town.
layout of the village.
Do you have lore orcs?
Pardon?
Lore orcs?
No, I don't.
You can attempt a lore orcs roll.
He's going to charge in.
He looks angry. He looks very angry.
He's ready to roll.
Yeah.
I can tell. I would be too. Ooh, 17. Well, a lore.
Plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay, yeah. 18.
18? Yeah, you're certain that if you guys don't get moving, he's just going to leave without you. He may not go rushing headlong into battle because he doesn't have the orcs don't have like a blood rage or anything,
Right.
but he is going in one way or the other unless you guys convince him to not go in.
Okay, I'm going to make it known to everybody what's.
So everything's kind of shambly walking that we see.
Mm-hmm. Now you can make out some that look like they may be skeletons. You're still a half mile out, up on a low rise, just enough that you can see over what remains of the walls.
Okay, the remains of the wall. are they?
It's like a wooden stockade, so about 10 feet.
Okay. Well, 10 feet's something, I guess, against a human-sized zombie.
But you do see some of the brutes down there.
Okay.
At least a couple.
Well, shall we engage them, try and pull them out of town and whittle them down?
Alright. Sure.
I think if we go to the gate, we can start sniping stuff and
Yeah, so let's try and pull them out.
Kind of pull him out through the gate.
But either way, he's going to be happy if we don't head for that gate. Let's head for the gate.
Yeah, he's gonna roll.
Unless you
And
see...
we're gonna leave the
keep
horses
an eye
here.
out. Do you, ask him, do you see any better entries besides the main gate to get to the center part of town now? Stay in the center.
You guys can make perception rolls.
well, what about him? He's local boy.
17.
He ought to have some.
He's
Of course, we've had to help
gate's
him
the only
so
way
far.
in that I know of.
All right.
17.
17.
Yeah, same here.
17.
16.
16.
9.
I know what
9.
the heck I'll roll.
Huh?
Everybody's at least trained in perception.
Yeah, 23.
So as you're standing there getting a good look, you guys can tell, yeah, there's definitely some ghouls in there, just by the way that they're moving. Definitely some skeletons. Lots of zombies. Only 2 of the brutes.
Okay.
However, Douglas is able to come up with an exact count. There are 45 undead in there. You
Feeling
may
good.
not have the resources to take on that many undead.
Not at one swarm, that's for sure.
And odds are, once you start to pull one, you're going to get a whole bunch. You might be able to take out a small group or 2, but
Can we see the town center?
yes. And as you're looking, especially Douglas with his perception roll, the only building that hasn't been at least damaged is the Chieftain's Lodge. It's the largest lodge in the middle. And their buildings are, think, like Native American lodges. The long buildings made of wood.
Okay, so made of sturdy logs.
Sturdy
so are
logs.
they attacking it now?
Hmm?
So are they attacking it now?
No,
No.
there's nothing around it.
Either there's no one alive or someone's managed to cast something.
Let me see here. Yeah, that's a.
The one did have
shipyard.
advantages at night.
They can see.
Well, with all the burning city, that's not a real issue at the moment.
Most of the burning itself is stopped. It's all smoldering now.
Oh, great. So now we
Okay,
have
what
smoke.
do you know
and
about
no wood light.
undead?
About how far away is it from the front gate to the center of the lodge?
Couple hundred, between 200 and 300 feet.
Okay. We don't have enough room for that.
300 feet.
Add to that fact
100
that
yard dash.
Yojo, the headless
Mhm.
direwolf rider, may show up at any time. That's going to make any whatever odds significantly worse.
If we rode in, we could probably blast them, get there, but then the horses are all going to get munched.
Depends how fast.
And it'll
they-
take you about 6 days to walk back.
Not fans.
So I mean, if we storm the chieftains and then basically fight anything that comes to there, they'll be kind of focusing around the central point, which can blast them with positive energy.
How many
Oh
times?
yeah.
I think what, twice?
Twice.
Yeah.
So maybe riding in is the best solution.
Okay, let's try and draw them all into a big circle and fire off positive energy.
Yeah. That's
Just kind of nuke them.
really optimistic. But yeah,
I
sure.
think the surrounding us theory is not is technically so
Yeah.
bad.
I'd have to say that going into the lodge and then standing and find there, nah.
It sounds like they're leaving it
I don't
alone.
see
If that's
how
the
we
case,
can-
We're going to bring them down on it.
Right. I don't see how that's better than going to the gate and
Picking them
find
off.
them there.
Yeah. What was the option of retreating?
Well, yeah. There's that detail.
I suggest we head to the gate, but I mean, I don't
45
think
is
we're
a
going to
lot.
help anybody by going down trying to take out 45 of these.
But I wonder if we should leave the horses somewhere closer than half a mile.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, not if we're going to do especially a fighting retreat. We'll try and pull some of them out. You know the bigger zombies can be faster. I assume that they moved faster than the small ones. No. They scuffed.
Their bulk slows them down.
Definitely a good fighting beast. Slingshots.
So this isn't something we could take our horses and just trample them all. By no means.
Maybe we trained war horses, and if we had riding.
Yeah, you guys have riding horses.
Right.
And there is no riding skill anymore. It's just a
Handle animal.
nature check
Nature check. That's what
Oh,
that's.
I think.
to command an animal. And that takes up an action.
Well, I guess we'll go to the front gate and start
from there.
the horde.
Mm-hmm.
Left 4 Dead 2 style.
Okay, we're going to the gate.
Again, I've got that feeling we're forgetting something, but I don't see what it is. So.
What do we do with the horses then?
Keep them. Well, do we want to put them somewhere closer to and dismount within running distance?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, closest concealed spot.
No, it'd be that concealed. We're going to be a much brighter, shinier target.
Yeah.
Guess we don't want anything creeping out of the world and having lunch, though.
I mean, they're just shuffling around.
Only thing I just want to
We
take
got
off
4
anyway,
of them
so
running
keep going.
distance. Should be fine.
And we got any kind of detect undead.
I don't even know if that's a spell.
I was on the ability, but okay. Alright, well, let's do it. If we're going to wing it, we can do it all day. Let's do it. Is there copes of woods or bushes or anything we can semi...
Like trying to sneak up to the town?
Well, I was thinking just put the horses...
Oh, yeah. There's a couple of places where you could have them grab
I don't
tight.
think there's going to be much sneaking up to the town. We'll try, but... So how does he react to the suggestion? Try and pull them out the gate to fight them.
He doesn't look too thrilled by it.
Well... You're a far better fighter than I am. Can you take on all 45, including the 2 giants? I'm not so sure we can either, and dying in a blaze of glory isn't going to save anyone inside.
Spits on the ground.
I'm pissing off people right and left today. It's become a new skill.
So you need that high charisma of yours.
Are you controlling
Yeah, I
the
think we want to
TV?
scrap diplomacy and just start with intimidation.
So you wish.
I have both. Why not?
What? He wishes. Come here, baby. Mommy's gonna give
Well.
her something to eat, okay?
Shall we?
Alright.
So we're making it so.
All right.
Waiting for the first failure of the plan.
Let's see. So as you guys get to the gate, just inside the gate here, there is what you can
Also
see.
loaded.
Come on.
What are you doing?
Oh, don't crash on me.
We're way too rich to be able to spend that much money on a wall with that much empty space behind it. I think we're undercharging.
Most of the time, the orcs fight from the backs of their dire wolves.
Yeah, that's your other clothes.
Why is it?
So where are all their mouths?
Hold on. The game is, or the toolkit seems to be in the middle of trying to crash. Alright, let's close it. I'll restart it.
Thank you.
No error, but it crashed.
Did you see our new post, Nick?
Get everything back up real quick and place the tokens again. I should probably reduce my packed footprint.
Probably should.
Because I have got a bunch of assets. Like 22 gigs of assets that it has to check.
That's it, only 22?
It's probably larger now. Because the new Towns and Cities pack came out. And plus the Halloween pack. Which couldn't have been timed any better. Oops. Alright, activate player screen. There we go.
Maybe
And
your water's down in the living room. Let's go get it.
keyword. He's got a water right here too. Steve, you want this?
And you want this one.
Yep, he wants the one that's right there. Those are not the correct heroes. Another pack. Darkness Rising. Alright, so we've got our cleric. Got our alchemist.
Well, I wasn't kidding when you said it was dark.
Our barbarian.
I wasn't kidding when you said it was dark.
Our sorcerer. And our rogue.
Thank you.
Whose water do you have?
It's
Oh. Are you in the cooler? Huh? No, you can't have that.
Get the
No.
lighting right again.
here, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on.
All right.
Now, I would say, I guess, since ghouls are smart and the rest of them are fairly dim-witted, if you see a ghoul, shoot that before anything else.
Sounds like it's very wise.
Unless it's a brute. Bird cool.
Brutes aren't that bright. I
Are the
don't
brute schools or zombies?
zombies.
You are such a good boy.
I don't know, they
Caveman
inflict a lot of
ghouls, we'd had a
damage.
whole lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, just figuring, I guess, ghouls would be the ones to figure out hit and run tactics and devise a response.
All right.
Just remember, Steve, we kill all these off, we're gonna love it.
We'll draw new characters either way. Lots of fun.
You're still leveling.
This is the point.
All right. Let's see if there are any close. Yes, and it's going to be that group.
This one's so stupid. Isn't it?
All right, so as you guys get just inside the gate, you see one of the big guys that appears to be shambling along with two skeletons. And you can clearly tell, even from this distance, that they were all once orcs,
Including the big guy?
They're all one.
including
what?
the big guy.
They're all one what?
They were
used to
all
be
once
orcs.
orcs.
Once,
They used to
not
be
one.
orcs. So what do you guys want to do?
Well,
They
that's
don't
gonna be
seem to have
infuriating
noticed
our
you.
pal here.
They don't seem to have noticed you guys yet.
Well, let's see.
I'm gonna withdraw one of my extracts and keep it at the ready.
Okay.
I will try to climb up on top of the wall.
Alright, so let me zoom in on the wall for you. It's still pretty tall, but it doesn't have a walkway on it anymore.
Okay.
Anymore?
Anymore.
The walkway got destroyed all the way around?
At least around this section.
Okay, so it's just like a very high fence then. Okay.
What's odd about it is it looks like it was burnt.
Okay.
Possibly lightning strikes.
Caster.
If there's anything lightning striking that much, we probably shouldn't be here. Let somebody put an arrow in one of those and see if we can't bring them over here.
Alright, well, get out the crossbow, and I guess while they don't see me, take a shot at the big guy.
Okay. So you'll get a free shot.
Alright. If anyone wants to do fire, we can get more free shots. But
I think they're a little out of range for sling.
okay, let's see. Crossbow
I don't know
plus
anything for
5.
sling.
9 plus 5 is 14.
14 against the big guy.
You're 90 feet out.
No, it's
Give or take.
within my range increment.
That hits the big guy. No, 14, no, it does not.
Ah, even with
Sorry.
him being flat-footed.
They are not flat-footed.
Ah,
Flat-footed only occurs on certain occasions. It's a triggered condition.
huh.
Their AC is their AC unless something else changes it.
Yeah, I got a 50-foot range. So no.
Okay.
Only one range here.
The shot goes wide, and they don't seem to have noticed it.
And hits the group of 15 just behind him. And
Alright.
Hit him again.
Reload and try on one of the little guys, I guess.
Okay.
No, I'll hit the big guy.
Alright.
Got to work on that.
Okay, that time it's a 16.
A 16. That is a hit.
Okay, and he doesn't see us, so I guess I get a sneak attack?
Let me double check, because I don't remember if they have a range on that now.
Well,
Because it used to. You had to be within 30 feet.
yeah, didn't seem to say anything about it in this edition, but maybe it was somewhere.
That would say it right in the ability. Sneak attack. Yeah. No range limit. So you
Alright.
do get a bonus die.
Alright. 10.
10 damage. And that barely seems to touch him. And then that's going to trigger perception checks for everybody else. And, well, I guess Ben too.
Alright, 20.
20.
Get
12 or 11.
16.
Alright, so Michael had a 20.
Mm-hmm.
Arif is not here. Golmak had a 16.
Correct.
Douglas had a
20.
20. Gargar has.
13.
And what did Lacer have?
Who?
Lacer?
Ceannairc.
No, I must have copied the name wrong.
Ceannair. I had 11. I'm slow to the party today. But not quite at where to go.
Alright, Michael and Douglas, what are your perception modifiers?
7.
Less than that. 6.
Douglas will be first. Then Michael.
Alright.
Golmak, what is your perception modifier?
5.
Golmak.
Whatever this is, I'm pretty sure I'm going first.
Then Garrick has a All right, Douglas, you are the first to go. What do you wish to do?
Delay. Delay.
Delay? Alright. Delay. Then it's Michael's turn.
Alright, reload, and I'll fire again. Okay, I guess I'll keep fire on the big one since he's the most dangerous. That's only a 15.
A 15?
Yep.
That is a hit.
Oh. Do I still get the sneak? Or?
No, because he's now aware of you.
Okay. That's only a 5 then. Did
Nickel
not-
and diming him, literally.
Okay.
I thought it was diming and nickeling.
Huh?
I thought it was diming and
It
nickeling.
was a dime and a nickel.
Okay, but the attacks seem to both injure him.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, then it is
I
Garrick's
guess third
turn.
action reload again.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, I'm sorry, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. He does 3 strides.
Good Lord.
And he's roaring as he goes.
Oh yeah, let's get the whole attention.
Golmak!
I'm gonna go right behind him.
Alright. What's your speed?
It is 25 as well.
15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65.
I'm gonna hold there.
Right there?
And
That took 3 strides to get there, 3 actions.
Oh, okay.
Then these guys. This one runs up to swing at Garrick. This one runs up to swing at Garrigar. First attack against Garrick. Or not Garrigar, Golmak.
All the orcs with the G's.
Right?
There's another war
He's in
going.
the
What?
hood.
Where?
Not sure where that fell down.
Golmak
Golmak gets hit for 8 points of damage.
Oh shit! Shoot.
Then at Garrick, he gets hit for 4. From there, it goes to. Oh, they both have second attacks. That's a miss on Golmak.
Thank goodness.
That's a miss on Garrick. Then it's Garrigar's turn.
Go ahead and move me up first. What happens if I move if I move 25 feet up? How far away are they then? Pretty sure I know that answer, but
Let's see, moving up 25 feet.
yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That puts them at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
9 squared,
45.
45. Damn you orcs. Good.
These are his people that have been taken.
Yeah. Move me up another range increment. Not that I'll have anything to do afterwards, but
20, 25. You have 1 action left.
You had a sling?
sorry, what?
Do you have your sling? Or was that someone else?
No, it was somebody else. I'm gonna hold there.
Now Garrigar.
All right. Go ahead and stride me a total of 50 to start off with.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
And then we'll use an interact action for the second, or for the last action to drink my extract I had out.
Okay.
And it's going to be the bestial extract, or mutagen.
Alright, Ceannairc.
Looking at disrupt undead.
It's 30-foot range,
Well, I've got to close. You know, I got to figure out how much I need to close.
as far as I did.
Okay.
I mean, you can go that third if you want, but 2 moves will take you in range.
Also, on attack rolls, we do need to know if you roll a natural 20 or a natural 1. That's when you draw the cards.
sure didn't form me one.
Yeah, you're here.
14,
Oh,
and my reflex
crap.
down to 3.
Disruption there. 30 feet range. Okay, so I need to be within 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay, 2 moves.
5,
And disrupt undead.
20,
You
25,
can't just
30,
cast it then.
40.
You can't cast it.
Because it takes 2 actions.
Takes 2
Actions
actions.
Well, then I'm moving up to and standing on my fountain mask.
Yep, you're doing what I'm doing. That's why I say, orcs really screwing us. They had to contain themselves a little bit. Then undead would have ran at them, not been able to attack. They would have been able to attack. We could have attacked.
Well,
Alright.
I know. You're forced into what the other orc did.
Yes.
He goes.
Maybe he'll get himself killed.
I almost meant move too, but I'm like, that's not what he would have done. I would have loved to have stayed back and ready in action at least, but
Alright. The big guy.
that's the one I'm worried about.
With his reach of 10 feet. Shambles forward and takes 1 swing at, let's see, if it's even, it'll be Golmak. If it's odd, it'll be Garrick. It is Garrick.
No.
23 is going to hit him.
that's a
4.
skeleton.
No, that's the big Chandler.
Oh.
7 points of damage.
Now he gets pushed around, right?
Yep.
Maybe you'll start to realize why we didn't want to charge in the middle of this.
But he's scared.
No, no, this is an honor combat.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit. If he dies with honor, he's
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Alright.
Well,
And Garrick
help him,
gets
but I'll
pushed
just
back
take him
5
down with
feet. And he roars in pain. And then we go into round 2. Michael.
Okay. With my reloaded crossbow, I will fire at the big guy. I guess that minimizes the risk of hitting the other party members.
Yep. He is getting a bonus to AC.
Oh, for
Because
cover.
for cover. It's only a +1 bonus. Because
Okay.
he's so big. They got rid of the whole precise shot and shooting into melee.
Okay.
So those penalties are gone. They really did even out math a lot.
Does the staff have reach?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll stride forward 30 feet first, I suppose.
20, 25, 30.
Alright, I'll take the shot here. Ooh, I'm gonna miss with a 14.
14 is indeed a miss.
So I will reload.
Alright. Garrick. He steps in and swings his neck chopper. He hits. What is their AC? And he does not critically hit. And resistance. So, and it barely damages that skeleton.
It barely what?
Damages the skeleton.
Oh.
What weapon
He
is
takes
he
his.
using?
He's using a neck chopper. It's an axe.
Okay.
Takes a second swing and he misses.
Takes one for that to do.
Golmak.
Right. Well,
I'm gonna take a swing at the.
the gentleman in front of me there.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here, folks. Oh, it bounced off of it.
What is that?
That's the NPC.
Okay.
That will be
Oh, is that- I thought that
a
was just saying that
17.
17.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Okay.
You snake it in.
Yeah. Let's see, 1d12 plus 4. Let's try this one. 8 points of damage.
You did a number to that thing. It's still standing, but you definitely hurt it.
Okay.
That was your first action. You have 2 left.
How many actions does a swing attack take?
1.
Should have done that last time. Oh well.
I will take another
That takes
swing
one.
then. We're going this one. This guy just says, roll me.
A 20.
20 is a hit. Is that with the -5?
Oh, no, I apologize.
So
Well, what are you using? What weapon?
the great axe.
The great axe, and that's forceful. Does that have the forceful trait? Or the
It's
sweep?
got the sweep.
So with the sweep, what you may want to do is hit the next guy over instead of the first guy. That'll give you a +1, which means it's only a -4.
Okay, I'll do that then.
And that would make it a hit.
Okay.
Because that's a 16.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. So 1d8.
Yeah. Learning the
Or-
traits of the weapons is going to be huge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can roll a little bigger this time.
9 points of damage.
9. And the one in front of Garrick falls as you sweep through it. You have 1 attack left. Or 1 action left. You want to sweep back again?
Sweep back.
Yeah. it's
Alright, so
another-
this will be at a -8 total. After taking in the sweep bonus.
Roll big. Yeah, I'm in trouble probably.
Did you roll a 1?
No,
No, I didn't roll a 1. But
You didn't bomb it.
not much.
What's your total?
3 and 10.
And it's -10.
Minus
Eight.
-8. Because of the bonus for the sweep.
That would be a 2.
Alright. Well,
You knew I shouldn't have
you
rolled.
just missed
Okay.
to Douglas.
I was afraid it was coming.
Or sorry, not Douglas, the skeletons.
You figure it's just gonna go.
This one starts its sweep with you, Golbach. And it's going to miss. It follows through and with Garrick. It's going to miss. And then brings it back on you, and nothing higher than a 6 on the dice.
Oh, pish. All right.
It's like, that's
Now it's
good.
Douglas's turn.
I'm gonna do disrupt undead on the big guy.
All right.
So that's a fortitude save 17.
Roll to hit first.
Doesn't have a hit, I don't think.
Yes, it does. Spell attack on your.
You lance the target with energy, you deal d6 damage. The target must attempt a fort
If you
save.
hit.
It doesn't say hit anywhere.
Hold on.
Because like Divine Lance, he doesn't get a save, but I have to do it to hit. Because I was debating on which would be
Spells.
Yeah.
of course, you know, he doesn't take any damage if he saves.
Yeah, I guess not. Range 30 feet. Okay, he gets a save. What's the save? DC?
17 fortitude.
He makes the save.
Alright, then that will be it for me today.
How much damage?
I thought you said he made the save.
You deal 1d6 positive damage plus your spell casting. The target then must then attempt a fortitude save. If the creature critically fails, it's enfeebled for 1 round. The
Alright.
save is to fight off the enfeeblement.
Oh, okay. 10 points of damage then. I
10?
rolled max, baby.
Alright, and it's...
Another die.
That was a 10.
No, it wasn't a
I
dime.
thought it was a D6.
D6 plus your ability score.
Has a
In my
weakness.
case, I get
So
It has a
it's 5.
weakness of 10.
Right?
A weakness 10.
Spellcaster ability modifier.
Is that true in all cases?
It is in all cases we get 18.
That spell wrecks.
And
You blow a large portion of it out.
which
Is it-
are probably charisma for you,
Yeah.
And one more action.
so you get +3. Nothing. I'm done.
You're done? Alright. Gargar.
Alright. So we are going to stride 25 to get up next to my orc brethren, diagonally from the skeleton. Yeah, that should be like, what, 20?
Yeah, let's see, you were there. 5, 10, 15.
Okay. No, that's fine there.
Okay.
And then we are going to... You said skeleton, so we are going to come in with a claw to start off with. That's a 22 to hit.
22 is a hit.
For 5 points of slashing, and then coming in with a bite right behind it.
How much slashing?
5.
5. Okay, it doesn't do anything.
And that's going to be a critical fail on the bite.
Disobedience.
Fail on the-
Because it's going to be a 4 to hit with a 1 rolled.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Draw that
You're
card.
stuck in the bone.
Have these been shuffled yet?
They have been shuffled, yes.
Alright.
So this is going to be an unarmed.
Your target gains +2 circumstance bonus to AC against attacks you make until the end of your next turn.
Alright.
Could have been worse.
Yeah.
Way worse.
Yeah.
That's only against you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like the stream.
It's the extreme Mako's jaw right now. It's just cracking.
TMJ.
TMZ. Too much zombie.